everyone. My name is Courtney Jones, and I am the Commitment to Excellence Specialist for C2EX. We're going to get started in a couple of moments, but first I would ask that you please mute your phones and your computers. If you have called in over the phone, then please also be sure to mute your computer and your phone at the same time. That way it'll cut down on interference. Again, my name is Courtney Jones, and I'm the Commitment to Excellence Specialist with NAR. And I am so excited today to talk to you about the Commitment to Excellence program and tell you a little bit more about the features in Commitment to Excellence. Today, we're going to talk about the program. We're going to talk about how members earn their endorsement. We're going to talk a little bit about the benefits for brokers specifically, and then we'll move on into a platform demonstration that'll cover the admin features of Commitment to Excellence. I request that you please make sure that you have muted your phone and muted your computer if you are calling in on both. That way it'll cut down on a little interference. We have quite a few folks on the call today, so I just wanted to draw your attention to the fact that we will not have a Q&A session. However, if you have questions, feel free to send an email to c2ex@nar.realtor. Again, that's c2ex@nar.realtor, or you can call us at 888-299-9669. That's 888-299-9669. So if you have any questions or you are unable, that are not answered in this presentation today, we're more than happy to talk to you over the phone or via email. So let's get started. The Commitment to Excellence program was launched in November of 2018, and we currently have a lot of success in the program. We have over 46,000 members that are on the platform this time. So we have over 46,000 members that are part of the program, and of that number, we have 6,400 who have earned their endorsement. The good news about this is that these are all folks who have made the commitment to working hard and sharpening their skills and their expertise and becoming them and become as endorsed and become specialized in the work that they're doing in the real estate field. So the good news is, you know, this program has only been around a little bit over a year. We're kind of headed towards a year and a half at this point. And we've got 46,000 people on the platform, which is really incredible. Some of you may have heard that the Commitment to Excellence program is an award winner. As of 2019, in August of 2019, there were over 100. We became one of the Learning 100 award winners for 2019, and we are in very, very good company. Amazon has received this award, the Department of Defense has received this award, and the American Heart Association has received this award as well. As we continue to move on, I want to remind you to please mute your phones or please mute your computers. That way it'll cut down on some of the interference during the presentation. Now, some of you may have heard that as of November 2019, the C2EX committee and NAR were pleased to announce that the C2EX endorsement will fulfill the Code of Ethics requirements for 2025. Now, the good news about that is if a member earns and maintains that endorsement, then they will be able to fulfill that Code of Ethics requirement. Now, in order to maintain the endorsement, what that means is there will be portions of the program that we will update or make changes to, and we will ask that they come back into the platform and make those edits or changes, cover those new learning topics, and then they will have maintained their endorsement. Now, this will occur long before that code of ethics cycle ends. So there will be plenty of time for folks to go back in, look at the platform, make sure that all of the portions of their programming are correct and updated, and then they will go from there. They will have fulfilled that code of ethics requirement. Right now, you can see in NERDS who has earned their C2EX endorsement, and we are working on an update to the NERDS system that will make sure that it also checks that box for code of ethics. That upgrade will come long before the end of this year, but definitely before the end of the code of ethics cycle. So just to remind your members, they have to not only earn their endorsement, they also have to maintain their endorsement in order to fulfill the code of ethics requirement. And now we'll talk a little bit about the program itself. Within C2EX, we ask that people evaluate, enhance, and showcase. These are the three things that they get out of working through the Commitment to Excellence program. They get to evaluate their level of current professionalism, then they get to enhance that level of professionalism, and then in the end, they get to showcase it to their colleagues and to their clients. So with evaluation, what we're talking about is assessment. When you go onto the platform, you will have the opportunity to take several assessments in each of the 10 competencies, 11 if you are a broker. These are the competencies. Now, these were for realtors by realtors. We asked the members, what do you need to know in order to be a well-rounded realtor who can do very well in the industry? And they came up with these 10 competencies plus the 11 for brokers. And those competencies include things like real estate law, code of ethics, Article 10. There's, if you drop down, you see safeguard privacy, which is data privacy. And then, of course, client service. Again, I want to take this opportunity to please remind you to mute your phones if you can, and also mute your computer if you've called in as well. Thank you. So in these 11 competencies, again, these are the competencies that are meant to enhance professionalism. That when you take time to learn each of these competencies, it makes you a well-rounded realtor. This is an example of an assessment on the course. There's the Code of Ethics course. As you can see, this is the Code of Ethics competency, and this particular question focuses on what is Article 1 of the Code of Ethics. Now, when people take this course, I highly, highly, highly recommend that they take their time when working through the assessments, because the assessments dictate how much time will end up being spent in the program. Over the course of the last year and a half, when we've been talking to members, they've self-reported that it's taken them about 10 hours over the course of 2 weeks to complete this program. However, we have heard of some people who have tested out of many of the competencies. What that means is they've been in the industry for quite some time, they have a lot of knowledge already, and they already know quite a bit about the industry. So they've tested out of competencies altogether, and that has shortened their time on the platform. We've heard of some folks who have taken 2 days, a day, some who have taken an afternoon and just completed Commitment to Excellence. There are some folks who are savoring it. They're taking their time, they're working through it as they have time over the course of several months. The main objective here is that you go at your own pace. So encourage members to really take the time that they need in order to work through the platform, but especially in the assessments. That is what dictates how much of the program they will need to complete in order to earn endorsement. Now, from beyond evaluation, we're going to enhance what they know. So they've taken the assessments, and now the platform has figured out what areas do they need to sharpen their skills. So when you go to the enhanced section, what they'll find is that there is personalized learning tailored to them. So in this case, this user, who is actually me, this user, I tested into state, local, and municipal law, and zoning and land use. And these are only 2 of the real estate law competency learning topics. There are actually 11 learning topics. So when you take that assessment, it not only sees whether or not you need to test out of, or if you need to complete a competency. It also tests what learning topics you need to brush up on. And so instead of me having to take 11 learning topics or completing 11 learning topics, I only needed to complete 2. And when you get on to the learning platform, when you're in the learning platform, there's a lot of fun and interactive ways to engage on the platform. In this case, in the trust and integrity learning competency, there is a section called Explaining Escrow, and it supposes that you are helping a client better understand the escrow process, and then it offers you suggestions on what you should say to that client. And it'll give you 3 options, and you can choose one of those 3 options, and then the platform will let you know whether or not that selection is correct or not. If it is correct, it will continue the conversation, and you get the opportunity to work your way through that process with the client that's on the platform. So a lot of these options, they're very fun, they're very interactive. We hear from a lot of members that once they are inside the platform working on the learning topics, they go pretty quickly because they're learning so much and it's really fun for them to learn. Our partner, Noggin Labs, has done a lot to make sure that all sorts of learning styles are accommodated. So this is a really excellent opportunity for people to get that personalized, tailored learning. Next up are the tasks. So once you've done your assessments and you've done your learning topics, the next portion would be to complete your tasks. Now, these are real-world learning. These are things that you have done over the course of your career or that you haven't had the opportunity yet to do over the course of your career. You can execute these tasks and learn more and apply the learning that you've done in the learning topic in the real world. So in this case, you can see that there's the real estate law competency has a few tasks associated with it. And we have heard from quite a few AEs about one task in particular, and that is earn any Realtor designation or certification. We know that a lot of members are interested in completing this task. They're worried, a little bit about the time commitment, and some of them are worried a little bit about the cost. The reason why this task is so important is because we've learned that Realtors who have designations and certifications have shown that they have made more money. For designees, folks who have at least one designation, we're seeing that they are making roughly about $27,000 more than realtors who do not. And that's coming out of a report from the member survey, member profile that was completed in 2013. So this is an opportunity for them to further commit to their work as realtors. It's an investment in themselves. And right now, there are quite a few certifications that are actually available at low cost. So we have the ePro certification right now is free, the online course is free, and then the certification application fee is 50% off. And then there's At Home with Diversity, which is an online course. The online course is 50% off as well. And then just across the board, there's 30% off on all online courses. We know that times are a little difficult right now with coronavirus and people have some downtime, and this is a perfect opportunity for them to take the time to earn a certification and a designate or a designation or both, and that would give them the opportunity to complete this task on the C2EX platform. So again, if you're interested and you want to learn more, you can go to onlinelearning.realtor and search out those certifications. Finally, there are a lot of videos that are on the platform as well. I highly recommend that you direct your members to the help section on the platform because there are plenty of videos. These videos feature things like how to use the dashboard, how to work your way through the learning topics. There are some functionalities within the platform that would be really helpful for them to know. And so we have videos dedicated in that help section to help them move through the platform. Again, there's also an FAQs section as well, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the guides that are available specifically to you as association staff admins. Again, I want to encourage everybody, if you can, to please make sure that your phone is muted and your computer as well, so that there's a little less interference on the call. Thank you so much. Last but not least, we want to make sure that they showcase how they have completed this program. And this is a very exciting portion. The good news is that they are now able to download their certificate and their marketing materials through the platform itself. We no longer send them out via email. We were doing that at the beginning of last year, but as of September last year, people are now able to download their marketing materials and download their certificate from the platform directly. And here's how they do that. They can go to the dashboard, and then they go to that lower right-hand corner where it says My Achievements. They click the See All button, and then it will take them to a page that looks like this. It's the My Achievements page. And you can tell that someone has earned their endorsement because all the circles around this trophy here are a light blue. If any of them are dark blue with half light blue circles around the edging, that usually means that they have only completed half of the program, or they've probably only done the learning, but they haven't completed the tasks. So this is an opportunity for them to check up and see where they are in terms of their completion. But if they have completed their endorsement, then they'll see all those little light blue icons around the trophy, and then they will also see that there is a print option for their certificate, and there is a download option for their endorsement materials. And here's what the certificate will look like for them. It'll have their name, it'll have the current president's signature, and Bob Goldberg's signature as well. We encourage them to print this out, put it up in their office so all can see that they have completed this program. They also will receive marketing materials that include things like this fun table tent. It gives them the opportunity to talk to clients about their endorsement. And there is also a mini pledge poster that talks about their commitment to excellence as well. Next up, we're going to touch very briefly on the broker benefits. So there are some functionality and admin benefits specifically for brokers. In addition to that broker path, that learning path that is only for brokers, again, it's optional for anyone else who is not a managing broker in NERS. If someone is a designated realtor in NERS, they will receive that broker path. They will have to complete that broker path in order to earn their endorsement. But if they are not, it will appear on their platform just as an option for them. It's a learning opportunity for them. But in the meantime, if a broker is interested in seeing how their agents are progressing through commitment to excellence, they have their own admin dashboard. It includes a lot of brokers are treating this as a training tool. They're able to suggest content and assign tasks to their agents, and they're able to track progress and run reports, and they're even able to upload their brokerage's logo to the platform as well, which is really exciting. Just FYI, that brokerage logo will appear on desktop and laptop. It will not appear on mobile. The mobile screen is slightly smaller, so it makes it a little bit harder for that logo to appear, but it will appear on their desktop and laptop for sure. Additionally, we are proud to announce that there is a C2EX brokerage office endorsement. At least 80% of the agents in that office must be C2EX endorsed. The managing broker must also be endorsed. And then there is an application process. So if they go to nar.realtor/C2EX/broker, they will then be able to apply for brokerage endorsement. They will receive their own packet of marketing materials that are specific to being an office, so they can get some pull-up banners and potentially some yard signs and all kinds of goodies that let everyone know, especially their clients and their community, that they have this brokerage office endorsement. So we highly recommend that you let your members know, especially the brokers know, that there is a brokerage office endorsement. And again, they can get to that information at nar.realtor/C2EX/broker. And now we will get to the association staff admin, which you've all been waiting for. So here is a little bit of information about how to track members, how to, what features are available to you as association staff admin. First up, I want to talk a little bit about the data access structure and who is able to access this information. So right now, AEs in the platform, and NERDs specifically, are flagged as designated realtors, and they will only be able to see their staff in their association. If you are the only AE, if you're the only staff person that is in your office, if you're the only AE, you're the only staff person, then please send us an email at c2ex@nar.realtor, and we'd be happy to provide you with a list on a monthly basis. However, if you are not the only person on your staff who is the staff person, then your other staff members will have access to the association admin portion. Now, this is something we are working to rectify. This is something we will fix in the coming upgrades that we have planned, very exciting upgrades that are planned. But in the meantime, if you can have your association staff members who are not AEs or not designated realtors in NERDs pull these reports and lists, that would be really great because they will have access. But there is also, another means for them to pull that information, but we can talk about it again in a minute here. So in order for someone to pull a report, they would have to go to that compressed icon menu, which is in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. It looks like 3 horizontal lines. And when they do that, they will see that there is an admin button that is available to them. When they click that admin button, they'll see this dashboard, and it will have managing library and reports. So under reports, you'll be able to see all these different reports that are available. The one that is the most exciting, the one that people really are going to look for, is the agency progress report. Now, the agency progress report will tell you the percentage of endorsement. It will tell you how far along someone is in the program. So we can see here at the top of this individual, Damian Dutch, he is at 6%. He's done some of the learning topics. He's completed some of the assessments, but not all of the assessments. And then you can see that there are some folks who are a little bit further along. There are some folks who are at 18%, some who are at 0%. However, if somebody appears at 100%, that means that they have completed their endorsement. They have earned the endorsement, they've completed the program, and now all they have to do is maintain that endorsement, meaning that, again, we'll call them back into the platform, let them know that there are upgrades or materials, there are new materials, that sort of a thing in C2EX. But if somebody is at 100%, then they have earned their endorsement. And again, this report is the agency progress report. Another way for someone to pull reports or just find out who is at least C2EX endorsed in their member body, they can do that by doing a batch refresh and then opening the report in Excel. It'll tell you, it'll say C2EX near that person's name, letting you know that that person has earned their endorsement. If you have questions about how to do this, then there is a NERDS helpline. They can be reached at 1-800-868-3225. Again, the NERDS helpline number is 1-800-868-3225, and they will be able to help you walk through that batch refresh PowerPoint, that batch refresh, so you can pull that information. Okay, next up is the library. So you'll be able to manage the library as well. And when you're managing the library, you will be able to add materials so that your members can see them, any sort of resources that might be interesting to you or to them that might help them in their business or in their learning and their professional growth. You can add them to this library. Again, you can do that on the admin dashboard where there's a managing library tab, there's the add new content tab, and we'll talk a little bit about that during the platform demonstration. But last but not least, I want to show you that there are two special items in the help section for association admins. So there is a video specific to association admins. It will cover all of those features that we discussed, including the pulling the reporting, and then also how to manage the library as an association admin. And then there is also the association admin guide. It's a quick guide just to help you figure out where on the platform things are located and how to pull that information as well. So for the admin dashboard, we just want to take you on a quick look here. So when you get to the platform, you will see on the dashboard the notification section.
I realized that I wasn't in the
webinar. Who is working their way through C2EX. And then if you go to this upper left-hand corner, this is where that compressed icon menu, or the hamburger menu, as we like to call it, lives. And you click on that, and it'll take you to this admin section right here. If you click the admin button, it will take you to the admin dashboard. And this is where you can pull reports. So again, that report that we really, really want is the agency progress report. And just FYI, as a reminder, AEs don't necessarily have access to this right now because they are showing up as the designated realtor in their in NERS. So what we recommend is you work with somebody in your office. If you are unable to pull these reports yourself and you're the only staff member, then you can send an email to C2EX@NAR.realtor. But you'd be able to pull reports if you're an association staff person. You can go to that agency progress report and you can see all these folks. You can see how they're doing in the program. Again, if somebody is at 100%, then that means that they have earned their endorsement. The other wonderful feature is the library, and the library itself has all of the materials that they come across within C2EX available here. So if you would like to add material to that library, you'd go again to that admin button, go to the admin dashboard and click Manage Library. Manage Library is where you can add new content. You can type in, frequently asked questions about the association or something along those lines, whatever material it is that you're interested in adding to the library. And once you've done that, it will ask you what information you want to input about that specific resource. And then you have the option to upload content. So you can choose any kind of file if you like. You can upload videos, you can do a link, you can do any sort of resource that makes sense for your members, up to 100, up to a certain limit. And then once you hit publish and save, those materials will be available to your members directly on their platform in that library section. Okay. One more thing, let's highlight the help section really quickly. Again, if you go to the help section, you'll be able to see all of these wonderful videos that talk about C2EX, covers the dashboard, tasks, surveys, notifications, and then there's that association admin video as well that covers all this information on how to work with these features on the platform. And there's also the association admin guide. And last but not least, I wanted you to see where someone would be able to see their endorsed materials. So if someone goes to the dashboard, they can go to that My Achievements section, and then they can click the See All button, and then they can hit the Print button to get their certification, to get their certificate, and the Download button to get their endorsement materials. And I want to thank you all so much for taking time to be a part of this today. This presentation is being recorded, and we will make sure that it gets uploaded to the platform. You can get it at C2EX, nar.realtor/C2EX. Again, that's nar.realtor/C2EX. You'll be able to have this presentation, the webinar version, and also the PowerPoint presentation. We'll make sure that both are available. And then, of course, if you have questions, please reach us at C2EX@NAR.realtor. or you can call us at 888-299-9669. Again, if you have questions, again, there are quite a few of you on the call today, so we will not have time for questions. But if you want to reach out to us, give us a call at 888-299-9669 or email us at C2EX@NAR.Realtor. Again, my name is Courtney Jones. I'm the Commitment to Excellence Specialist here at NAR. Thank you so much for making time for this webinar today. And please be safe and be healthy. And we look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.